Hello, my wandering friends. Hope you are having an amazing day. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Emmy and I record videos on my many virtual adventures. Today, though, we're going to be looking into the Animal Crossing Direct that was released yesterday. And I kind of just wanted to sit down and chat about all the stuff that we saw. So I'm going to be pointing out some of my favorite things, what I'm excited about, and just some new information. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on into the video. Also, just keep in mind, this is not going to be super detailed information about the Direct. This is kind of just a light overview and some of my favorite parts and some things that just stuck out to me. So this is kind of my first impressions on the Direct, and I'm going to be making separate videos on all the stuff that needs to be talked about, like the buildings we saw, the characters we haven't seen, and the holidays and stuff like that. So if I made everything super detailed in this video would just be way too long. So I thought I would talk about things separately later on. So yeah, and the first thing I want to talk about is the atmosphere in the game and the way that you can interact with the villagers as well. The scenery looks beautiful, the colors in the night sky look beautiful, just everything about this game is just, I'm in shock. I feel like I'm already in the game, and that's really amazing. And the way that the villagers interact with their surroundings and with you, to me, seems just more lively than it was in New Leaf. And you can see villagers sitting down onto stools, and you can see them laughing, you can see them doing stuff that not necessarily goes with their villager type. Like here you see Wendy lifting some like dumbbells, and I'm pretty sure she's not sporty because I think only the guy villagers could be sporty. So that's just something to keep in mind, and it's just something that really stuck out to me, the fact that they're doing stuff that not necessarily goes with their villager typing. So yeah, that's probably the first thing that really stuck out to me when we first saw the Direct. Here we have this star-shaped bag. This is not too important, but it's just something cute that I saw that I want to talk about. So this little bag you see here in yellow, but it also comes in pink. And there's also this bag, which is an acorn bag. And I just love seeing all the new accessories or bag styles that we're gonna get. I love purses and little mini backpacks in real life, and I have a pretty big collection of them, so seeing them in the game is pretty exciting to me. So that's just something I'm personally looking forward to, is seeing all the different accessories in the game. Next, I want to talk about these giant seashells that we see around the beach. And this is so exciting because before we can craft the little music box with a seashell, I'm pretty sure, right? But now it looks like they've expanded on it, and now we can craft some furniture with it. So here we see this little seashell lamp as well. So it's kind of exciting to see what stuff we can turn into furniture, like what other things around the island can we make into furniture. So that's something I'm really excited to see, because I was a really big fan of the mermaid furniture in New Leaf, and yeah, I feel like this is gonna go really well with that if they bring that furniture type as well. So that's something I'm really excited to see, as well as the mushroom furniture and all these giant mushrooms around the island. Like, what's that about? Why are they so big? And they look pretty nice though. I wonder if we can still find the mushroom furniture when it's autumn, or it's just craftable now with the mushrooms. That's kind of something exciting to look forward to as well. And speaking of furniture, here we have the ice furniture, and it looks really nice. It looks so realistic. It looks just beautiful. That sculpture back there by the gorilla, I don't know if we've seen that before. At least I haven't encountered it in New Leaf. So I don't know if that's new or not, but that little toy box next to him, I'm pretty sure that's new, and all the toys in it look so cute. But the main thing is in the scene is the little tree and the way that she shakes it, and then a Christmas ornament comes down. So at first I thought it was a piece of fruit, like an apple, but I was like, wait, an apple on a cedar tree? I don't think so. So that's definitely a Christmas tree ornament, and I'm just really wondering what we can do with that. Like maybe that's how we get the wreaths on the door in the winter time. Maybe if this is like a holiday thing, something to do maybe with Jingle. But yeah, I definitely want to do a separate video talking about kind of all the holidays in the game, but I did want to point that little ornament out right now. So yeah, really excited to see what that's about. One of the best news I think that we got in this direct is that you can finally place your own villagers down, and you can't only just place the villagers you start off with, which is 2. I'm pretty sure it's 2, and I'm pretty sure that's confirmed, but you can also plot down or reserve a plot of land for future villagers to move in, and that's amazing, because I know a lot of people hack their town specifically to move the villager houses, especially if they moved in a bad spot. Myself included, that's how I got into hacking, is because I could not with how they plotted. That to me was just, it was too random, and especially if you worked on an area for so long and then the next day all your flowers or your trees are gone. That was upsetting, and I think that's one thing that kind of made me irritated in Animal Crossing. So the fact that they implemented that now in New Horizons is amazing, and as well as the grid system, so we can finally see where we're actually placing the plot of land and their tent, so everything is in a nice grid. And that's really nice. So now you know that if you place it there, you're gonna knock out the tree. Before, you kind of had to try again and again and again with Isabelle. She'll be like, that's too close to this, that's too close to that. But now it looks like we have the grid, and it looks like we have way more freedom as well. We see a lot of items right next to each other with no problem. So love that for us. So in the beginning, you also start off with 2 facilities available to you. Of course, the first one is resident services. And in resident services, that's where you learn recipes to craft items and furniture. So this is pretty nice that you have the ability to kind of craft your own furnitures and tools in the very beginning. That way you don't, have to scour the area for the tools that you need. But it's also where you can sell stuff that you find, and it's where you can buy other things as well. So the resident services kind of takes over for Reese and Cyrus, and we don't know if they're going to be added later on in the game, but I'm hoping they will be, and I'm going to be doing a separate video as well on how the other characters that we have not seen in the direct or the information coming out will be coming to your island. But yeah, this is where you can also DIY and customize your furniture. So this is where you can add custom designs to all the furniture that you crafted, and also you can add designs to smaller items, as we have seen with the coffee mug. So we see this coffee mug around the island with a bunch of different patterns, and it's really nice to me that you can even customize small teeny tiny items, and I love that. One of my favorite things for sure. And one more thing in resident services is going to be the Nook Stop Terminal. And this machine is where you can trade in your Nook Miles for rewards. You get Nook Miles by doing daily activities. So they'll have you catch fishes on the daily. And I'm pretty sure that every day that you do a task, you get better and better rewards. So like better or more Nook Miles as a reward. So that's really nice, and it's a good incentive for when you're bored or you just don't know what to do. I really like how they added that, and it's just gonna give more life to the game. You know, you're gonna want to get more Nook Miles to get better rewards in the machine, or the Nook Stop Terminal as it's called. But yeah, some of the rewards that you can get by using your Nook Miles in the machine is unlocking custom designs. I'm pretty sure that's unlockable. Pocket organization, hairstyles, Nook Mile tickets. That's a big one. And how you use these Nook Mile tickets is you redeem it and you go to island tours. So this is going to be taking place of going to the island with Captain, but it's going to work a little bit different. You can still take fruit that is not native to your island. You're going to see flowers that are, I'm pretty sure, not native to your island as well. I'm pretty sure there are going to be some flowers that are only gettable through tours, but the big thing is that you're going to be able to meet random villagers on these islands, and you can ask them to visit your island. So that's a good way to get some new villagers that they have added. Hopefully they appear way more often than other villagers do, the older villagers. So that's exciting. I know I'm going to be trying to get into the island tours as much as I can to kind of get new villagers and hopefully get some of the new released villagers as well. So yeah, and how you get there is with the other facility that is available from the start, which is the airport. And in the airport, we finally meet the second dodo bird. His name is Orville. The first one, his name is Wilbur. And I'm wondering if those two can somehow swap places, like one will fly the plane and then the other one will stay in the airport one day and they'll swap. That'd be pretty cool if they did that. But one of the things that you can do in the airport is send letters. So it takes place for the post office. So, you know, it takes place for Pete's job, and yeah, that's kind of sad because I really liked Pete. He was really cute. But one of the things that really stuck out to me is how they worded who you can send letters to. The lady said that you can send letters to your residents or, you know, other residents in your island. And to me, that makes it seem like you won't be able to send letters to your friends, you know, who are online and stuff. So that kind of sucks. But, you know, it's not for certain. So hopefully we can send letters to our friends. You know, I'd be really happy if they implemented that. But one of the best features that they implemented is the ability to have best friends versus friends, and the ability to set a code for people to invite. So you don't necessarily have to invite friends over. You can give somebody a code and then they can come to your island. But the good thing is, if they're not marked as your best friend, they won't be able to do anything crazy on your island. So they won't be able to use like the shovel and stuff, which is really nice because, you know, you can meet some pretty mean people online, and you know, you kind of just want to play with other people, and if you invite random strangers, you don't know what their intentions are with your island. So it's really nice that they implemented that part. I know that I'm going to be probably playing with a lot of random people because I don't have a lot of friends on my Switch. Just not a lot of my friends personally play on the Switch. So yeah, it's a nice way to keep your island safe. So yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite features that they have added in New Horizons. I'm a really big fan of that. And I know a lot of people who stream are probably a really big fan of the fact that they added codes. I feel like that's going to make it so much simpler for streamers. So one of the things that was confirmed is that Resident Services eventually turns into Town Hall. And I feel like a lot of people saw that coming because we saw the memo board right next to Resident Services, kind of blocked off with some little boxes. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And in now Town Hall, that's where you're going to be able to do stuff that you know, previously you were able to do in Town Hall. And Tom Nook is going to be in charge of anything with development. So he's going to give you the option to expand, to customize, and to relocate a building, which is so exciting. Now you don't have to tear everything down and start over from scratch. This is honestly gonna be the best game ever, in my opinion. It's gonna give you so much freedom to create your perfect island, and I'm so excited. I really can't wait. But yeah, so Tom Nook is in charge of basically, you know, stuff like the buildings, things to do with your home, and then right next to him we have Isabelle. And this is our first look at Isabelle. So this was really exciting, how they showed her off, like panning over to the right. And she's basically going to take over her role that she has taken in the past. She's basically going to do, you know, assistant stuff. So she's going to help you with the operational part of the developments. She's going to give you the option to change your town tune, your town flag, your, you know, your residents, if you have like problems with residents. But yeah, I figured she was gonna do the same thing as she has previously done, but we just weren't sure. So it's nice to see her though. Really excited. And on top of developing the town hall, before being resident services, we are going to get obviously additional facilities once you progress on in the game. So this was our first look at the museum, which, oh my gosh, I'm a big fan of. It's probably my favorite thing that we saw in the direct. I'm a really big fan of museums and aquariums in real life, and it was one of my favorite things in New Leaf. So I'm really excited to see the museum, and the amount of customization that we can do in the museum is insane. I lost it when I saw the first shot of it. I was like, oh my gosh, are we in the museum right now? It doesn't even look like the museum. It just looked perfect. So yeah, I'm really a big fan of the museum, and it looks like you can kind of really start it up from scratch. You can pick where you want to put the fossils or the fishes. Like, to me it looks like you really have a lot of control over what goes into the museum and how you set it up. Hopefully, you know, you can do that, but regardless, it looks great. I'm a big fan, and I really like what they did in the video. Here's a screenshot of the player putting a fossil outside the museum. Like, to me that just kind of gives it more realism. Big fan of the museum. The other facility that you'll be able to unlock is Nook's Cranny, and here we have the little Nookling brothers working Nook's Cranny, and in here that's where you can find items that you can't craft yourself. So that's really exciting. I feel like we're gonna get a ton of new items in this game, like loads and loads and loads of items. I know they mentioned Pocket Camp later on, and we'll be able to get some few items from there as well. I feel like based on Pocket Camp, I think in one of the screenshots, I can't find it, but we see like this little like cart that kind of looks like the cart in Pocket Camp with Jack's like puppet cart. I don't know what it was called, but if you know the name of the item, please comment down below. But it looks to me like a very similar item. But yeah, in here we also see some plants for sale and like some seeds and stuff, so that is taking over for Leaf's job. But I don't think Leaf is not going to be in this game. Like, I'm 99% certain that they're gonna implement Leaf later on with a free update, maybe for like Weeding Day or Earth Day. I feel like that would be a nice way to implement Leaf into New Horizons, so let's hope for that. The other facilities are going to be the Able Sisters, and to me it looks like a proper shop. This is the shop that they have deserved since the beginning. It looks amazing, and another thing to note is that the window display is it changes. It looks like it changes every day. Pretty nice touch to detail right there. Another one is the campsite, and in the campsite, like before, that's where random villagers can visit your island. And it's always random. unless you scan in an amiibo in Town Hall in Tom Nook's, what is it called? The Nook Stop Terminal. So if you scan in an amiibo in there, then they're going to visit you in the campsite. And that's really exciting because I know a ton of people collected these amiibo cards and amiibo figures, and everybody was kind of worried if they would be able to use this, the amiibo cards and amiibo figures. Like myself personally, I know I have a whole bunch of them and I have a whole lot of extras. I spent a lot of money collecting these amiibo cards, so that's really nice. It's going to be another way to get villagers to move into your island. So once they visit the campsite, that's when you can ask them to move in. So I'm pretty sure that's how that's going to work. Hopefully at least you can get them to move in, but I'm pretty sure that's like 99% happening. Another thing you can do with the amiibos is have them visit Phototopia, or Photopia I think it's called, and that's where you can kind of just set up a scene and take a picture, and Harvey's going to be in charge of that. That's pretty cool. It's going to be nice to kind of get a lot of villagers into the same place and take nice pictures. So that's really exciting, and I think as well that you can get a poster from them. So those are some of the things that you can do with the amiibos in New Horizons. And lastly, I've been rambling on for quite a while. I meant this video to be only like 12 minutes long, and now it's at 20 minutes long. So I kind of just want to cover the new characters that we have seen so far and some returning ones. So we saw Celeste, and she is going to be in charge of giving you this magic wand that you just wave it and you can kind of play dress up. So I am a big fan of this wand. I'm a fan of anything cute, and it's nice to see that Celeste will be coming back. Only thing is, I thought she was going to be coming back maybe in an observatory. I know a lot of people wanted that back, but you know, maybe she'll have more of a role in different things. But there's that, and we saw Sahara, we saw Kix coming back, we saw LaBelle coming back, and now her name is Label. So now the sisters match with their names again, so it's going to be Sable, Mabel, and Label. So that's really cool, and that's really cute that she changed her name back. And then obviously we got a nice look at all the new characters, the new special characters. So we have CJ, he's going to be hosting the fishing tourney. And one thing to note is that when you are taking part of the fishing tourney with the little villagers, they're going to be wearing all matching outfits. So it looks like you'll know who's taking part in the fishing tourney because they're all wearing this cute little outfit. I'm really excited for that, and I think that was a nice added detail. Next character is Flick, and he's going to be in charge of the Bug Off. I'm personally not a big fan of Flick. I really liked Nat, but you know, I'm open to seeing like how his personality goes and you know, what he has to say. So I'm a really big fan of this next one though. That's gonna be Daisy May. So Daisy May is gonna be the new seller of turnips, and I'm gonna buy all her turnips because she is just so darn cute. Oh my gosh, I love her. I was a big fan of Joan, or Joanne, however you say it, but Daisy May is so cute, and I'm really excited to see her in the game. And I left this last bit of news for last because it's the most exciting one, and it's much needed in a game like Animal Crossing where you are free to do basically anything. And this is the major construction that you can now do. So you can modify rivers and cliffs with the Island Designer app. So it's going to be an app that's going to be in the Nook phone, and you can basically just modify your islands. When I saw this, my mouth was just wide open. I could not believe it. This is much needed, and I know there were countless times in New Leaf where I'm like, oh my gosh, why can't this river just be shaped this way? Or why does this, you know, need to be here? Like, now you have more control of your islands, and, you know, that's amazing. I'm excited. I'm excited for this game. Saying I'm excited for this game is even an understatement. I can't wait for this game. It's gonna be great. I just know it. So I'm gonna wrap it up right here. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at EmmyWandering. I do a lot of game-related pictures on Instagram, and I retweet a lot of Animal Crossing stuff on Twitter. So yeah, you can follow me on those and we can just chat about Animal Crossing. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye bye!